jokes, you know?
Yeah, because we usually are so typecasted behind
man.
that sort of role. And then he's just really refreshing because, I mean, he grew up in, like, South Carolina. So it's like, or is it South Carolina or North Carolina? I don't remember. But he grew up in, like, he was the one brownie in his town. So it's pretty interesting. He has that American perspective, but also kind of brown. So it's dope. All right. Am, you ready, man? Let's do it, brother.
Here we go. Another match. Ooh, and it's one of our commentator friends,
Yes.
E2C Lord Sturm versus Evo Games AeroLink.
Is that like a legitimate sponsor?
E2C is like a big group that...
No, like AeroLink.
Oh, yeah. It's like a game store, I think, nearby where he lives.
Good for him.
So shout outs to Evo Games getting in.
Yes.
Trying to be
good.
the new FX.
That's good for him. That's good for them.
But FX though.
But FX though.
But FX though. No. But seriously, big shout outs to like all the folks who are getting into sponsoring Smash players. We really mean it. Like it means a lot. It means a lot more than you think.
So Lord Sturm is a Chicago boy like myself. We both know good food. We both know good sports teams. And we both love this game. Like, so the thing that's unique about him, he plays a good Yoshi. The only other Yoshi that I have for reference is
the wall.
The wall from Houston. So big shout out to those guys as well. So what I'm used to seeing is a lot of threat zones from fair coming out as soon as you see your opponents coming back and recovering onto the stage. But in neutral, you can see eggs. You're seeing a lot of interesting approach options. He plays it. I think this is the more unique Yoshi that I think I've seen because he uses eggs quite a bit more than a lot of the other ones I'm seeing. I'm used to seeing a lot of command grabs. I'm used to seeing mix up off dash attack and just jumping in with Nair and using double jump armor whenever to bait out something. So expect a unique blend, a unique mix from Lord Sturm.
Oh man, and AeroLink is just playing this so footsie heavy right now. Bit of a deficit though. Eggs nearly connecting, but ends up getting kind of intercepted by that balloon before it could connect.
Trying to box out with that tail. And Palutena is a character that has been changed dramatically since the customs have now been not legalized.
Since we're not using customs.
Since we're not using customs, yes. Since customs have been negated. There you go, better way of saying it. So customs no longer relevant, and Palutena is definitely the character that's suffered the most from this change. Because she doesn't have really any kill options like she did previously with Holy Hula, or using a lot of these lightweight super speed combos to take those extra hits to take them off the top, or be in these areas and isolate them, right?
And I think that's why we see the free Palu tag from AeroLink. It's part of that movement that thinks that some characters in Smash 4 should have customs, but enough of that's a whole hairy debacle. That's a literal can of worms, and that is a literal stock. Lord Sturm drawing first blood with that up air, and uses that second up air to take the balloon.
He knows what's important down here in the South. We take our balloons very seriously.
Very seriously. Very seriously.
So, keeping an eye out for both of these guys. I like what I've been seeing. Lord Sturm's playing consistent, man. And he's taking use of the shield stun changes that have happened.
Yeah, hasn't been able to net a shield break yet. AeroLink with some nice, perfect shields. And a nice KO as well with that up air.
So, back to this. I mean, this neutral's, it's been interesting. There's the jab series is right out of the shield. I mean, holding on to center stage is pretty important, but not getting grabbed also should be pretty high on your list of priorities, considering AeroLink can do a lot off of down throw. Granted, it's not the same amount of knockback that comes with Holy Hoo-Ha, but still, you can still get down throw to Nair and do a fair amount of damage with that.
It's interesting the way that Lord Sturm is using the eggs to force AeroLink into the corner, but I like how AeroLink isn't afraid to go and pop the warp actually to escape out of the corner that Lord Sturm will put him in, and then retakes him. It's a weird back and forth right now. Oh!
He tried going for raw up smash. He guessed that he was going to show up in front of him. Even if he caught him with a reverse hitbox, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it would have been enough to KO, even though...
No, it wouldn't have been. But it would have been at least an extra percentage, and he pushes him off stage and see what he would do afterwards. It would be interesting. He doesn't approach with Dare much. You notice that from Lord Sturm? You see, even in that situation, he could have done with Dare, but instead chooses up air. Folks, for y'all that are wondering about the shields, he's done.
Oh, yeah. He really overcommitted whenever he used that F smash because of the fact that the platform actually moves towards the stage, and AeroLink was just hanging out right there.
Yeah. Didn't take much. Oh. Okay. Let me see. My ears. I have commentator ears right now.
That's what happens when you commentate a lot.
Yeah, doesn't it?
No, but go on.
No, okay. I was saying it was a good start. A lot of the options that we talked about the small things that happens between the two of them, right? Palutena has a good job of building damage now off of down throw nair. Yoshi, his is a unique kind of blend where he uses projectiles a fair amount to approach and try to make things easier and safer. Doesn't dare that much. Oh, that was what I was going to talk about, is whenever you're trying to shield Yoshi's dare, just don't angle the shield upwards, angle the shield downwards, take the hit, and then you can actually act out of it.
And we haven't really seen AeroLink have to worry about that too much.
Correct.
Because he's been doing a good job of perfect shielding more than anything else, right? He still hit by some of the pressure, right? The shield does whittle down, but we're not going to be seeing any breaks, I don't think, anytime soon if his shield game is still as on point as it is. Lord Sturm, once again approaching those triple digits. Very, very scary, but he has plenty of tools in his arsenal to go ahead and even up those percents.
Boom,
and maybe
baby.
even take the first stock, that F smash connecting, nearly netting himself a KO.
So how is he going to go in? Let's see. There's the nair. And AeroLink, there it is, up airs. He's trying to just continue this onslaught of pressure. As soon as you get the advantage, you have to continue to press it, especially when you get into these triple digits. Now, once you get this stock, like that, you're going to hold on to this percentage lead, and you're going to use Rage a lot, because the knockback is really strong. The knockback is strong, and sometimes it messes with your combo game. But the idea is this: you're already sitting on a stock that's pretty much expired. And, think about eggs, right? Your eggs are about to expire. You better make a couple omelets. You better break those eggs early, right?
What?
Don't hit that expiration date.
That expiration date?
That expiration date.
I hate you so much.
Oh, yes, that dino love.
But yeah, back into the game. There's a little bit of a battle for center stage. AeroLink coming out on top, getting that up air. Going to be refreshing his jumps, but oh, wow. I thought he was going to go ahead and go for another up air, but instead he understands that he should probably just take control of center.
Down throw. There's the fair. Whoa, Pillar of Light. That was so scary.
Very scary.
Now, granted, he would have had the double jump armor that he could have used to go through it, but it's the percentage that you would have taken that would have been so scary.
Yeah, and I think at that high of a percent, there's a really good chance that he would still have some pretty nice knockback, even with the armor.
He's not done yet. Too low to the ground.
So close.
Okay, so there's the fair, and now we're seeing those back airs coming back into play.
Ooh.
It's not going to be enough to come back.
I don't know. He had to use that egg. He had to use that egg there because he didn't have the jump.
Break a couple, homie. It's not going to be enough off the top. Good DI. Whoa, drop down there. He tried to cross him up to it so that way it makes it a little bit safer.
Yeah, this is just looking really rough for Lord Sturm. He hasn't really found a way, I think, around some of the safe pressure that we're seeing from AeroLink.
God. He tried to drop him there with fair and then just take him out. If he had been over the edge, that would have been enough.
Man, I don't think it wasn't enough to KO either. It's got to be very frustrating for AeroLink, to be honest, at this kind of percent if he's not being able to get these KOs. Because every single time he doesn't KO, that's another opportunity for Lord Sturm to maybe not to come back. But yeah, those back airs, I think, really set the tone for that match more than anything else.
I mean, multiple times he had it up, but Sturm was just so good at keeping his wits about him. It doesn't matter if he was creeping into the 200s. He's still there. He's still chilling. He's still playing his game. And there's definitely something to be said about that. There's a lot of merit to having calm under fire.
Lots.